In the name of Asa, call it Asa, in the holy name of Asa. It is time now for us to build our kingdom. Our kingdom is come. The will is done. Now, here we go, article. And this is from 1952, a Jet Magazine article of 1952, where you can see a wealthy U.S. Negro become a Liberian citizen. Wealthy, he had a lot of businesses in the U.S., wealthy businesses, successful business. Yet still, he chose to become a Liberian citizen. He became a Liberian citizen, and at that time he said he could have become a citizen in Liberia in one day. Even though he was very successful in the US, he gave up his US citizenship. And he said, I realized that I could never have equality in America. This is Benjamin Miller. He even took on an African name. This is 1952. And he took on an African name, gave up his name of Benjamin Miller. Now, he was a musician. He also played with Duke Ellington, Fletcher Henderson, and other top bands before going into business for himself. And this, we are we today. When this happened in 1952, he just got fed up. He said he never thought he would ever become equal citizen in an equal citizen in America. Now people was building, giving all praises to the many people who build in America. Booker T. Washington, he built an institution which is still standing today. Booker T. Washington. Father Divine built a lot of businesses and owned a lot of hotels. And in fact, Sweet Lady Grace brought a lot of businesses and apartment building. In fact, today, the El Dorado apartment building near Central Park West, where it costs millions of dollars to move into that apartment building now, was once owned by Sweet Daddy Grace and his church. The El Dorado apartment building that is occupied by only millionaires now. You get hard to get into it. You have to have millions of dollars in order just to get into that apartment building. And was owned by Sweet Daddy Grace. People was building. A.G. Gaston in Birmingham, Alabama. This business is still stand. And of course, John H. Johnson had successful business until he passed away and left it to his daughter, who tried to feminize the magazine and lost a lot of readership. And she did not have the clout. Because, of course, John H. Johnson was a Mason. And now, of course, one of the best, Elijah Muhammad. Elijah Muhammad, when he was building a nation. That's what we need, a nation. And this was the magazine from 1970. And then you can see Louis Farrakhan. And this was the magazine from 1970, This Way in America. So there have been a lot of people building. And I watch on YouTube in the Gambia of families that's building. And what interests me is the building, not his silly antics and stupidity, try to show himself to be silly. I ignore that in order to see the building, how he is building. Slowly, but building just the same. Give him credit for that. And in Ghana, a woman is building a macro village up there in Ghana, but she had to have a male to help her. A male from Ghana, a prince who was a major help to her in building, not in financing, but in building. So we have to build our own nation. And we have to do it now. We don't have that much time, not like before. As Michael Jackson said, this is it. Now or never. It's time to build our kingdom. Our kingdom come, the will is done on earth as it is in heaven. We will establish our kingdom on some of this earth that we can call our own, and have to start now. Everything else is just a waste of time. We realize that integration did not work. We went through it just to prove that it is no good. Next thing is a nation. We have over 45 million people in America, enough to establish any nation, even a small percentage of that. Look at Gambia. Gambia is a nation of about 2 million, between 2 or 3 million. Liberia, the same, few millions. Gabon, 3 millions. And we will be among the top populated nation of Black people in the world. And we have to start now. We be behind the time. Look at those men that was years and years ago. They were building. What are we doing? Holding signs, protesting. When we get the reparation money, and we will get it, because the United States will be plagued until we get our reparation money. That reparation money is just to help in our building, to build the nation. We got the expertise and the will, because this is not a new idea, as I showed you. This idea is an old idea ever since the time of slavery, to build our nation better than Wakanda. Wakanda won't hold a light to the nation that we envision in our mind. A nation of peace, prosperity, safety. A woman can walk around any time of the day and night or night without being bothered or fearful. Even the males, our males and children could walk around any time and would be protected without any worry. We would be safe, where we would be safe without any crime. And this would be just for us black people. That's what yes, I said it. Well, as Terry Crews said, and I concur, that without white people help, and I would interpret it the way I said it will lead to black supremacy. So what's wrong with black supremacy? You've been living on a white supremacy. So it's time to be ourselves, establish our own nations. That's our top goal. Get the reparation money. We use that to establish our nation. And those Caucasian people, if they really don't want us to be part of their system, they should fight for us to get reparation money also. Not with us, but by themselves. And we will get it. And we will, and it's soon, and very soon. It won't be a long time, shortly, and even now. So as we can pray for anything, we would pray to establish our kingdom on this earth right here and right now. So it is.